Hey guys, welcome back. This game has dropped another bombshell on us, and that the character that we've been playing as, William in my case, is actually, in a way, the prince himself. It's really complicated stuff. I think I have a pretty good handle on it. I'll give you guys a quick recap at the start of this video coming up, and then we'll go from there. There's still more that we need to learn about the world and the Elden race, so let's do it. The last time we played, we came to go check on the prince, and the prince was assassinated, and we thought all hope was lost, but then it was revealed that the main character, who in my case, his name is William, is actually in a sense, the prince. He was born from a part of the prince's soul. So now he has merged back with, like, I guess the two physical forms merged together into one. And so the prince is alive in a sense, and the prince is us. We are the prince's soul, his will, his desires, though we don't necessarily have the memories of the prince. We do have some. And yeah. Now we're gonna learn a little bit more about the world. There's still a lot of questions to be answered about the world, about the mysterious voice, why Luis had the formula, or did we answer that already? All kinds of stuff. So, we got a new hair color. Okay. Let's talk to people. Let's start back here, because I'm sure they're gonna have something to say about all this. Let's start here with Herbert or whatever, Russell. Hey, Russell. How could this be? His Highness? Resurrected? 'Tis a most joyous turn of events, of course, but I dare say my heart needs a reprieve from all these sharp twists of fate. That's how I felt the last, like, 2 or 3 streams. To think, he looks like a Herbert, though, doesn't he, Doom? Come on now. To think I've been alive and well residing... He'd been alive and well residing in a body composed from magla particles. He furthered his goal by storing his mind within another vessel. 'Tis reminiscent of his majesty's royal magic. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
All very nice.
Never before have I seen such incredible magic. Your Highness, as I understand it, you managed to thwart 2 separate attempts on your life, correct? We Elda are used to weathering our fair share of misfortune, and yet you have evidently faced so much more. Yes, and we need to learn about the Elda. Oh, finally awake, huh? I mean, come on, sleeping's great and all, but there's so much more fun stuff you can do while you're awake. You can collect pretty flower petals, go splash in the water. Super fun, right? I don't even know what to think about these fairies.
Come off it.
Well, I'll be. Am I correct in presuming you're the prince now? I hadn't heard of an Elda boy joining the Resistance's ranks and going out on missions, so seeing you took me by surprise. To think that you are the prince's other half. Ah, fate is a fickle one.
Oh.
What in the heavens? The dead prince is alive? Old man Russell must be dumbfounded. If the rest of the resistance still lived, I wonder how they might have taken the news. Oh. They all died for... Well, is it... Could we say that they kind of died for nothing? I don't know. Protecting the prince that really didn't need to be protected in a way?
Oh, wow!
Huh? Gallica, is that you? Wow, long time no see. Oh, wow, Gallica, the funniest stuff happened while you were gone. Your friend totally fell into a pond. It was hilarious. And then, get this. Are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later though, okay? Oh, right. Your friend is further in. I think you're late.
We already went through there. How did I miss talking to her the first time around? Maybe she
now
wasn't there
this
before.
I can't believe.
Oh, there was really a bright light, and now there's a dead person who came back to life? Are all the royalty from the outside world like you? The outside world sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but you don't even know the half of it. How could this be? 'Tis truly a miracle. Lady Gruidae... Yeah, Gruidae mentioned she caught wind of some manner of revelation. Could this be the late queen's? Have I ever voice acted professionally? Nope. Just for the stream.
Oh, it's you.
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and the world. Lady Gruidae waits inside. Oh, and also, please kindly refrain from making any loud noises lest you startle the fairies.
Are we ready for this? What exactly are the Elda? Let's see if we can learn. Oh. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of murals here. But I only looked at the three at the end there, but I didn't even see these. So there's a lady surrounded by some servants or something. She has some light coming from her hands and body. Maybe some kind of holy mother. That is it Grand Trad? I don't even know. Or, well, I mean, it must be the... Is it the old civilization? There's a dragon. Maybe this is the civilization that's underground under the Virga Islands, where the dragon was. What do we have here? A Parapus, a Ujif, maybe a Clamar. They're farming and gathering. There's a Clamar leading an army. And here is that Luis? A king and a queen or something. Okay, let's find out. Hello.
Does this depict the Elda tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
Look, Juna, there might have only been one tribe, the humankind, but I'm not sure how united they were.
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
They were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural. So, like, they created other races for the war? To fight in the war or something? Or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after. So, mutated? Genetic creation and genetic mutation? Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
It's pretty bleak, isn't it? Fighting for a world that's unified, but this horrible divided world was born from the very world we're striving to achieve.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
Okay.
You understand now, yes. We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, or that is to say I, am a scion of both the old world and the new. So we're of the old world because we're Elda. What does scion mean? Exactly. Because I don't understand where a scion of both the old world and the new. Heir? So, like, physically, we're of the old world. But because we live in this world, we're also of the new world? An heir or a creation? Okay.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, right, the prince was a half-blood. I remember that now. Clamar. and Elda. I wonder if that's why the prince was so special and why this mysterious voice like has gone through all this just to keep him alive, because I was wondering, it's got to be something more than the prince is the heir to the throne or that he has a good heart. Like, why is this higher power putting through so much effort to make sure that he can realize his dreams or whatever? And I guess that being of the old world and of the new, maybe he's the only person like that in the whole world, because there are other Elda, right? There are other Clamar, and there are other half-breeds, but the prince is the only one that's specifically this mixture of old and new. That's my guess, my current understanding, I guess.
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to.
So those abominations are humans, but just distorted by the magla.
Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic.
Hey, Ricardo. Reese, how am I enjoying the game so far? It's amazing.
Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elda denounced.
So the magic igniters, originally when the Sanctus Church was like founded or whatever, were a means of suppressing the tribes to find their true potential of magical growth, because they would use the magic igniters as a crutch and wouldn't explore ways to, or wouldn't even know about their own magic that they had inherently, so that it wouldn't get out of control again. That way they could limit the magic to just the igniters. Interesting.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind.
Look at us. Look at all of us. I love it. Well, you can't see everybody. Look at us. Look at how great we are. This is an anime game, right? Well, it does have animation, and it's of Japanese origin, and I mean, it's not from an anime. It's its own original creation, but it does have a very stylized anime look. And hey, Abaddon. Hi with negativity. Hey, Mike. There's an anime being made. Oh yeah, Atlus always does an anime game for their... Well, for the Persona games, and now this one too, I guess. This is pretty much the only reference that the Sanctus Church was ever good. Yeah, it started with good intentions, but then it's just... Over time, just greedy people have taken over. Okay.
As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
What's happening now?
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But, realistic or not, I refuse to accept Louise's methods as an alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out, as though that's the natural order. Oh? Oh! Oh, it's like in the, it looks like in the mural, I think. Ooh. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince. Our first heroic embodiment. And I've unlocked some for my other characters too.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Better be!
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over.
Mm-hmm.
But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray, but overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Damn straight. I'm counting on you.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Let's go.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
There's like something in my eye. Sorry. Ugh.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Everything you can tell me. Tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village.
Are you saying he's an Elda? Or he... Luis is a Clamar, right? He got horns.
His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious.
Okay. But why would he be from here?
As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
Okay, that's the name of Luis's gauntlet runner.
A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
That we know of, but...
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
That's what it sounded like she was saying.
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's Elda, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge. Even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
He's the Antichrist.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
Oh shit.
After him!
It's Zorba, right? Okay. Memorandum? Oh. Let's check it out. The truth of melancholization. Magla particles are produced by feelings of anxiety, and when fear or apprehension become excessively strong, unconscious feelings of hostility and the desire to eliminate the source of those feelings are transmitted into magla, triggering an unintentional outburst of magic which can go rampant. Melancholization is when creatures and surrounding objects undergo an irregular transformation due to this magical outburst. Although it is thought that severe melancholization that alters even the physical appearance of a subject could not occur outside wartime in present-day peace, there are actually increasing cases of melancholization outside of people-occupied lands. It is unclear what is causing these unusual occurrences, as though the kingdom has been plagued with years-long anxiety. Increasing cases of melancholization outside of people-occupied lands. What would be the cause of that? The truth of magic igniters. Igniters assist with the most difficult part of using magic, the process of accurately imagining the phenomenon one wishes to bring about. An igniter substitutes imagination with a formula in its circuits, making magic easier. This technology was created in the old world, where people who had already discovered magic used igniters to amplify their power. Igniters and the technology that created them were lost in the aftermath of the War of Destruction and became forbidden as a result. But as people began to seek magic again over time, igniters were rediscovered and used in quite the opposite way they had originally been intended. Those in power disseminated them with the falsehood that they were a requirement for the use of magic, in an effort to prevent magic from becoming the destructive force it once was. Their collar-like form is a symbol of this. Oh, so they're collars because they're like they're meant to restrict. Luis's dark arts, a horrific magic Luis used against William, presumed to function by forcibly circulating overwhelming magla through a person's body, artificially causing extreme melancolization and turning the person into a monster. Self-evidently impossible, without deep knowledge of buried truths such as Magla's nature and the origin of humans. It provides a glimpse into Luis's true origin and the world he envisions, among other things. I don't know. If Luis's whole motive is just to get revenge or just to destroy a world that he hates because his village got burned down, I still don't understand. He's a Clamar, but him being from the Elda village. But I'm sure we're gonna learn more of that later. But I don't know. Might want to save here. Oh, well, okay. Okay, okay.
I beg your pardon.
That sword once belonged to the prince, did it not? Though I suppose now that makes you its rightful owner. One glance and I can tell you still use it even now, not only for combat, but for sword surfing as well. That sword was a gift from Her Highness our Queen and your mother. She was quite skilled with it. Free-spirited as she was, she'd fly about the forest, much to the ire of Lady Gruaday. Any doubts concerning your lineage are disproved by this blade and how you use it. You are indeed Her Highness's flesh and blood. By their very nature, fairies are magical beings who can recalibrate the density of their magla particles at will. Should the need arise, they can make themselves practically invisible to those with a lesser sensitivity to magla. This is why Gallica goes largely unnoticed. It is also why fairies make excellent messengers. I dare say this sanctum is the sole place you'll find this many fairies flitting around without concern for being hidden. Needless to say, this bond is a testament to the long-standing intertwining of Elda traditions and magic. Okay. Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties. However, we were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the Resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the Princess awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please.
Ready?
We need to hurry after the attacker. Are you ready? We'll find out. We'll find out if we're ready.
Stop!
Oh, could I have equipped the prince? Oh well, we'll do it later.
You... Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Whoa.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Okay, well, ooh, the power of your newly earned archetype Prince surges forth.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Oh, did they already just give me the Prince archetype selected? You can now change it out as you wish. It can act as support for all synthesis skills. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Heroic slash.
No. Let's work together.
Deals extreme magic ice damage to all enemies. Wind damage. Deals severe physical, almighty damage to one enemy. Increases damage against human-type monsters. Inflicts all enemies with a one-time weakness to dark. Ignores resistances. Okay, well, I'm down for a royal sword. Severe physical, almighty damage to one enemy and increases damage against human-type monsters, which that is what this thing is. Let's to one enemy. Let's actually try
I'll lend a hand myself.
damaging all of it.
I'll give you. Come on, help me out.
Godly Blessing revives all allies from KO with full HP.
Maybe something. Behold this power.
Well, I definitely don't like these apples because I know he heals from the apples, right?
A bit much, actually. No one here fights alone.
I'm counting on you.
Light.
Okay, apples are gone. Okay, what's next? The leg, the wing. Ooh, the wing is weak to wind.
You better be ready.
Let's do Battle Cry. Increase our attack and defense for 3 turns.
Better be sure. Come forth, royal soul.
Let's do some wind.
I leave it to you.
Scour. How's that?
Hit that wing's weakness. Now just the legs left. Let's try.
Maybe let's do this together.
Raises a barrier that nullifies one attack that would inflict a status ailment. Affects all allies.
Take my power. Purify. Stubborn, hey? I pray you're ready. Let all be dispersed. I destroyed it.
Now it's just the body left.
Quick, knock them off again.
Well, that's annoying.
All right.
Them apples are back. There's 3 of them.
Let's split the beds.
Deals heavy to 1 enemy. Adds 1 turn icon on a killing blow. Ooh.
Let my power support you.
I'll slice you.
Oh, it's not a killing blow.
Is there another way? Let's set it up.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna keep doing AoEs. Try to take out these apples and stuff.
Here comes another round of wind attacks.
Oh, my eyeball.
No one here fights alone.
The wing came back.
My power. Light. Sorry, my mistake.
Everyone is counting on me.
I must concentrate.
Heavy wind damage to all enemies. We can hit the weakness on the wing.
Blow away. That's all to turn the tide of the
Just give me
battle.
something to hack at.
Let's hit the body. Lower the defense.
Nice, Basilio.
Ooh, critical.
Royal soul.
Mess with you.
Oh, can't do the synthesis. He's the last turn. So let's go for the wing.
Blade's edge.
Quick, knock them off again.
Okay, this is getting kind of ridiculous.
Come on, follow me.
I'll have you heal us.
You can count on me.
I knew you help.
Thank you.
I owe you one.
Even my strength will be needed.
Hey Jesse, and hi Ratmus, hi MJ, hi Party. Sorry guys, I'm kind of like into this. Hey Moss. Moss, you just finished this game for yourself. You gotta say that Metaphor is one of the best games you played in 2024. Nice. I love it too.
If we all
I
work
really
together,
do.
Give it all you've got. Let all be destroyed. I destroyed it.
Just give me something to hack at.
Follow my lead.
Get after it, love.
Oh! My bud, they're still breathing.
Behold, I walk a royal path. By this power.
I'm gonna go for the body here. We're getting there slowly. Oh no.
Here comes another round of wind attacks.
I think that's fine as long as he doesn't heal the body.
Come on, help me out. Together then. Purify. Smash them.
I shall do my best.
For victory. Get him. Blow away. Yeah, you hit their
Who should I
weakness.
beat down first? Let's split some heads.
Tell
Let's
wouldn't do this.
Warrior. Drop dead. Withstood that, eh?
Behold,
After that body.
royal soul.
He's getting weaker.
Still here?
Quick, knock them off again. Legs are back to normal.
Uh-oh. The legs came back too. Oh no. That's not fair. How much does he heal from that? 1,000? That's not too bad. Could be worse.
You.
Oh, that's bad. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Let me handle those apples.
Have Gallica knock down the apples. Yes,
All right,
please.
leave it to me.
You should have been doing that from the start.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Okay, I'm getting in there. I'm gonna get in there.
Follow me.
What do I want to do to get in there, though?
I think not. No one here fights alone. Maybe I'll show you. Light! We sure don't give up easy.
Even my strength.
Let us combine our powers.
Deals extreme physical strike damage to one enemy.
Here it comes!
I channel my power. I'm sorry, everyone.
Just give me something to hack at.
Shoot. I should have healed.
Warrior! Stay sharp. Tough one.
Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing.
Ah, dang it. Got too excited.
Sidestepped it. She's doing great. Juna's down. Someone, quick, get her back on her feet.
Take it!
Time for my grand comeback. I call upon a royal soul.
Okay, we kind of messed up.
I am grateful.
Thanks.
I can do this.
No, after you.
I'll pass it to this guy.
They're all dead. Withstood that, eh?
Okay. Don't regenerate too much stuff.
Quick, knock them off again.
We're never gonna be done with this. Ooh, nice dodge. Oh, that's not nice.
Let's go. We'll do this together.
Let's go.
Scour.
You hit their weakness. That's your only captain. The performance of a lifetime. Looks like we can't brute force through this one. Behold this power! Raging fire!
Let me see if the legs are weak to anything.
I shall do. Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
Let's see.
Hang in there!
I owe you one. I'm ready whenever. Warrior!
Oh, we gotta get these apples.
About bloody time.
You can do this.
We'll get an extra turn when we defeat this wing.
I will fight with pride.
Okay. Fuck.
I'll cut through. A tough one.
I think we might be able to just focus on the body and maybe kill it. This healing needs to stop. You can't really stop them from healing because they just regenerate these damn apples.
Now for a crack maneuver.
Damn apples.
Watch me. Burn! Sorry, my mistake.
Even my souls of kings, give me strength.
If you would. Let all be disturbed. That ought to turn the tide of the battle.
Let's do
Okay,
this.
we can finish him off.
Stay sharp.
There we go. Finally. It took forever. Can't stand healing enemies. They're the worst. We got a new weapon for secret class.
Halfway decent result.
Not bad at all.
Ooh, I have 8 points I can distribute? Holy crap. Let's get... Let's get some strength. All strength.
Tremble before me.
I am most certainly.
Feels
Why
like I'm
not?
making progress. I have retained my edge.
Nullify is 1/pierce strike attack for the caster.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. Will not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Girl, you know it. Let's fight together.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Yeah, that's all we gotta do. Easy. Easy, easy. I hope you'll sing a victory song. Ooh.
Looking forward to the victory song.
Ah.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
Let's go.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you. And for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Me too. Stay beside me forever.
Stay beside me forever.
Aww.
Wow.
Inseparable.
When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
2 peas in a pod. Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy.
Ooh.
Gallica.
Rank 8?
I
think this is rank 8?
The virtues of the mage. You're tempered
Yes,
by the grace.
yes. Oh yeah.
We've
Dude,
got
what
the
the
path to tomorrow in
fuck
front
is
of us,
in my eye?
and I'm gonna lead the way.
We can now study Elemental Master and Warlock. Frickin' finally! During squad battles, you may gain extra turn icons. Oh, just a random? Look at that. Finally, Elemental Master and Warlock.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late King of Uchronia and the Queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome, yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novels was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. But little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way,
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself.
Me.
And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I closed my eyes. Oh. More! Academia, it seems I have been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny.
What do you think about my new look?
As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elda was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? I'm not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince.
Badass.
Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who?
It's a cat, isn't it? It's a cat.
I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
It's either the cat or it's the Elden Queen, our mother. Or
If
something,
it
I
is
don't know.
answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
I don't know. Who?
As for you, I bid thee awaken.
Who are you?
Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
More. Who is it? Don't leave me hanging! My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden sanctum? So the Elda, the Prince, William, Louise, Moore, all have this connection to the ancient Elden sanctum.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look at new
Okay.
art.
All our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
That's awesome. Despite everything, it's still you. Oh. The fairy now, yeah, Gallica's sleeping next to the prince.